All right. Hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Today we doing a little bit late. I'm a little bit late. Almost I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Almost missed the show. Let me do this. Let me put the link in the chat real quick for those that would like to jump on. But today we're gonna be talking, we're gonna be having another financial fellowship, and the topic today is going to be about the medical industry. We're going to be looking at some stocks that's pertaining to the medical industry. There you go. And we're going to be looking at, see if there are some investment opportunities that are in the what you call this, the medical industry. One moment. All right. So as always, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and press the notification bell. We're going to be doing this every Friday. I'm not going to be doing the show for, in terms of length, every Friday long. About hour and a half, hour between hour and a half. I think that's a good. I think that's a good length of time. And I do have some stocks already that we can look at. I should be playing some music like Complex do. All right, so last week we did our first show pertaining to financial fellowship. It was an open chat. I wanted to see where everybody was the everybody's interest in terms of which industry they were interested in, and thus today's show. Actually, allow me to bring up something first, because what I like to do is, okay, I want to bring up some information about the medical sector. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen, and then we can get this thing started. Oops. All right. So I'm on bar chart right now, and we're going to look up some players in the two sectors that that is the biotech sector and therapeutics. So biotech, one moment. Okay, there I go. So some of the players that are in this industry you've heard of. because of obviously what's going on in the world today. And so some of the companies that you've heard of that are in this sector, um, some being Twist Bioscience, Beam Therapeutics, Novavax. I've been hearing about that company today, because they have uh, I've been getting CNBC notifications today about them. Novavax, Moderna, Vericel Corporation, CRISPR Therapeutics, NanoString Tech, Translate Bio, BioNTech, SpringWorks Therapeutics, Fake Therapeutics, BrainStorm Cell, Denali Therapeutics, Rubius Therapeutics. And so what I did was I actually went to barchart.com and I typed in a competitor. I typed in CRISPR, and that once that dropped down, that the information came up. There's a section. Actually, allow me to do it. So there's a section here. It says sectors, um, biological products, and then it says medical, biomedical. So those are the sectors they're in. But right here on the left hand side of the screen, under company, you say you got charts, technicals, options, company. Then under company, you say competitors. You come over here to competitors, and it'll show you all the competitors that are in the same field as in the same field as in the same biomedical field. Let me see. We got keep checking to see if anyone. Yeah, yeah, I'm not a certified financial planner. Actually, allow me to do this. I need to. I think. I think that would be a good one. There we go. Yeah, we are not certified financial planners. I want to type that in there. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Okay, good. So that's what I did. Bar chart is a good resource for people to go to find out information any pertain to any particular stock or obviously their competitors. It's a great resource to go to. But also, obviously, go here to look at other sectors that you'll be interested in. But tonight, we're going to be looking at the biotech field. Now, stockcard.io is another resource that I've come in okay that I've come in contact with. So what I do is go to stockcard.io. I'll leave a link down in the show notes after the show of this resource and other resources that we'll be talking about today. I come here, it says in the search box, search by ticker name, keyword, or theme. So I'm going to look up biotech and it'll come down. Now, some of the biotechs that's it dropped down are going to be the same ones that's in this, what you call this, bar chart. But here it says stock card collection. We're going to click on biotechnology to see if some other stocks that we can look at. All right, so we got Entheon Biomedical, Immunoprecise, I believe it's going to say antibiotics, Neuropathics, Sky Bioscience, Cybin Biorestorative, Siglion, and so forth and so forth and so forth. There's a number of um, biotechs out there that people can invest in. So in each sector has its companies, such as Tesla. Tesla is technically like I forget what sector they're in, but hopefully you understand the gist of what I'm saying. So we're going to go back to bar chart to see some stocks. It's in bar chart. Now, in bar chart, you can rank these according to the weight of the company that's in that sector. The weight of the company in that sector, meaning which company in that sector holds the highest, um, attracts the largest amount of money in that sector. So if I were to look up Pfizer, Pfizer, I believe so. Pfizer, right? Let's look up Pfizer. I'm going to leave. I got a duplicate of the previous one. So Pfizer is in large cap pharma, right? That's the sector it's in. So if I were to scroll down, some of the other competitors to Pfizer is Eli Lilly, AbbVie, Johnson & Johnson, Novo Nordisk, AstraZeneca, Novartis, then say Pfizer, and so forth, so forth, so forth. But you can also rank these compared to obviously the weighting of that company. That's the wrong one. Now watch me. All right, here we go. I believe Pfizer is the largest of the small sector according to market cap, and then there's a few others. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the biotech. I need to. My apologies. I want to make sure that I have the link in the chat for those that may want to come on. I want to look. We're going to look at some stocks. So we're going to go to Trading View, and we're going to look up CRISPR. Look up CRISPR. Oh, I missed the letter. So CRISPR's ticker symbol is CRSP, or you can just type it in. The site I like to use is Trading View, and we're going to look at a daily chart, daily, weekly, monthly chart to see hopefully some opportunities that we could have in some investment. So CRISPR, wow, look at this on the monthly. So CRISPR is the momentum oscillators I use is the MACD and a stochastic. We are in overbought territory on stochastic and bring that up. So anything above this shaded area, this shaded area is a neutral area. Excuse me, is a neutral area. Anything above it is considered overbought. Anything below it is considered oversold. And this is a momentum oscillator. It's a quote unquote lagging oscillator, but it shows you what a momentum of the market participants in that market. Thusly, this CRISPR is at on a monthly view on pertaining to each time frame that we're looking at. So on the MACD, we got high levels of positive momentum. Now there's other momentum oscillators and indicators that you can have and look at, but it's just I look at MACD and stochastic. So this is a monthly time frame view, and we are, we're overbought. It's a high levels of positive momentum. Let's look at the weekly of CRISPR. And a weekly, we have some waning positive momentum on the MACD and a stochastic. But mind you, since last year, March, remember when the market was down and so forth and so forth, that was quote unquote blood in the streets. People didn't want nothing to do with a lot of other stocks. People didn't want to do with the investment world. Well, technically, that was the best time for people who wanted to invest and gain some money. That was technically the best time to invest on a logical from a logical standpoint, because if you just simply look at the charts, and you're going to see this over and over again throughout almost every stock we're going to look at, you're going to see this dip and then this low in March of 2020, and from then it's just the thing just skyrocketed up. And this is CRISPR Therapeutics. CRISPR Therapeutics is also held in the ARC, one of the ARC funds, ARC G, I believe it was ARC G. I know people are familiar with Kathy Woods and the ARC funds. ARC G is one of the ARC funds. Black Torch was when I was speaking about last week, and it's tailored to the biotech field. So yeah, I want to do this to help you all get used to, you see a company you're interested in, hey man, just pop over to the charts to see what it's looking like on these multiple time frame levels. And on a daily, we're looking on a daily, we got some deep negative momentum, but it looks like it's turning around. It looks like it's turning around on the daily. So in a more, what's the word I'm looking for here? In a more immediate time frame, it looks like this CRISPR stock is turning around. So it's trading at $165 back in March of 2020. It was trading at, wow, $32. So that was a nice little gain in just under a year. So the other company that we were just talking about is Pfizer. PFE, ticker symbol PFE. So when, mind you, when you're in TradingView and you want to look at a stock, just start typing and this symbol search will pop up. So Pfizer is another stock that we were talking about. Now Pfizer, remember, is in a large cap pharma sector, along with Pfizer, in Noviva, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. Eli Lilly, AbbVie, blah blah blah. Oh, well, others and others. So let's look at the monthly on Pfizer. Wow, they've been trading somewhat sideways for some time. March of 2020, they were a low of $26, and now they're $35. So comparative to other stocks, they haven't gone nowhere compared relative to other stocks in the same time frame. So let's drop down to the daily. I think we're just gonna look at the monthly and the daily time frames of these stocks. So on the daily, big, big, long sideways action is going on here. Yeah, sideways. Alpha Trucker says Kathy Woods is Bay. I think Kathy Woods has her own YouTube channel, I believe. I'm pretty sure she does. Um, Kathy Woods. I know I'm subscribed to it. Let me click on a tunnel action. I know I'm subscribed to it. For those that don't know, Kathy Woods. Yeah, Ark Invest. Actually, Ark Invest is the YouTube channel of her um what you call this? Her investment. So Ark Invest. I'll put that down in the chat right now. Yeah. So she on there she talks about what's going on. She talks about what's going on in the investment funds that they have. So that's a good resource for people to go to and look at. So what I'm going to do is our good something on my finger. Our good brother Black Torch sent over some information pertaining to some stocks, some biotech, medical pharma stocks. Now he mentioned some, well, obviously he mentioned CRISPR technology. We just talked about that, but Editas Medicine, Editas Medicine. So do we see Editas Medicine in here? Let's see here. We can do if we don't see it because we we're millennials. If it don't jump out on the page to us, what we can do is, wow, this is a lot of lot of businesses in this sector, isn't it? So just to get good practice, good practice. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this tab, and then we're gonna type in Editas Medicine. The ticker symbol is Edit. Pretty pretty smooth ticker symbol. And then we're gonna see. Oh, it's in the medical biomedical. Yeah, same field as CRISPR, biomedical field, Editas. Editas Medicine, ticker symbol edit. So we're gonna come over here to Trading View and type in edits. Boom. There we go. So this is the daily time frame. Let's start off with the monthly, the highest, one of the highest overviews. Let's get some. Let's spread this out. So they relatively new company. They came into existence February of 2016, and now they are at $61.35. Let's read what they're about. Let's read what they're about. So on bar chart on the left hand side under this, we got the charts, the technicals, options, company. Under company, you can click on profile, and it'll tell you what the company is about. Let me get rid of this. So Editas Medicine Inc. is a genome editing company. It focuses on translating its genome editing technology into a novel class of human therapeutics, which enable precise and corrective molecular modification to treat diseases. Editas Medicine Inc. is based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so it says someone says Eddie went on a run recently. Yeah, we are, man, look at this. So last month, so the run you're talking about is December 2020. That's a nice big green candlestick right there. That's it. But then keep in mind when you see runs like this, you're gonna have pullbacks. So when you see nice big green candlesticks such as this one right here, you're gonna see pullbacks. And this current month in January is a pullback. So let's look at the daily. I gotta keep checking. Make sure no one is in the backstage. So A little bit more data on the screen. Oh, wow, look at this. So this little dip right here, I can tell you that's March. This little V-shaped dip, once you start looking at these charts over and over again, you can say, okay, that was 2008. Oh, that was 2007. Oh, that was March of 2020. And since then, hey man, this thing has been on the tear. So like I said, anytime you see like a sharp upward uh a gain in the stock, be looking for a pullback. And sometimes a pullback goes like to a 618 retracement level. So Fibonacci tool is your friend. What you would do is measure from the lowest low, swing low to the swing high, and the coordinates or the ratios is normally a pullback would normally be in a zone of 382 and 618. 50% also. So as you can see right now, this is on a daily time frame. The 50% is right here. This is golden line. This is in the middle golden line. And you can see that price has pierced through that 50% zone. Also, confluence, we have waning negative momentum. Looks like it's trying to go to positive momentum, both on the MACD and the stochastic. So just giving you all some information to go by when you're looking at some of these stocks. So also, Black Torch told us about Intellia Therapeutics. Its ticker symbol is NTLA. NTLA. Intellia Therapeutics. All right. So, Intellia Therapeutics description. This is a big description. Intellia Therapeutics is a leading genome editing company focused on developing therapeutics utilizing a biological tool known as CRISPR Cas9 system. Now, CRISPR is also a stock, but let's side note, let's look at CRISPR's profile or description. So what I did was, like I said, on the left-hand side on the company, I clicked on profile. CRISPR Therapeutics AG is a gene editing company. It focused, that don't sound right. It focused on the development of transformative gene-based medicines for serious diseases using its proprietary CRISPR Cas9 gene editing platform. Proprietary, so that belongs to them. That technology belongs to them. CRISPR Therapeutics AG is headquartered in Basel, Switzerland. So now we have a situation where, hey man, CRISPR Cas9 is their proprietary gene editing platform. And now this other company in their description says that they're using the CRISPR Cas9 system in their business. So this, what's the name of this company again? Intellia. So continue with their business description. It believes that CRISPR-Cas9 technology has the potential to transform medicine by permanently editing disease-associated genes in the human body with a single treatment course. The Cas9 protein acts like a pair of molecular scissors that initiates the natural cellular repair process to knock out, repair, or insert a gene. So I think I'm going to I'll read a little bit more. I don't want people's eyes to gloss over. The guide RNA sequence, the guide RNA sequence recognizes and directs the Cas9 to a specific target deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA sequence. The company's Sentinel in vivo programs focus on the use of lipid nanoparticles or LPNs for delivery of the CRISPR-Cas9 complex to the liver. So I'm going to halt it there. Also on bar chart, it tells you the sectors is in. It says 2835 in vitro and in vivo diagnostic substances, medical, biomedical, which is the current sector that we're looking up. And the indices, it's a NASDAQ composite and a Russell 2000, 3000, and top 100 stocks. So let's go back to trading view, and we're going to type in the ticker symbol, which is NTLA. NTLA. Boom. This is the ticker symbol, NTLA. Let's start on monthly. Whoa, look at that. Whoa, Nelly. So what did I say? When you see spikes like this, I need to go back and forth. So, got a request. Look up Narcan. We can put that on the list. How you doing, Nicole Ali? If anybody want to jump on, just click on the link in the description. So as I said, when you see high spikes like this, be looking for a pullback. So pull out your Fibonacci tool and you measure the lowest low. I'm picking this low right here, the previous low, swing low, and you go to the swing high. So I picked this point, these two anchor points right here and right here, so we can get a target as to where price may retrace to. And the golden retrace zone is between the 382 and the 618 retracements. That's the Fibonacci ratios. The 50% retrace is not a Fibonacci ratio, but is a common retrace area. And this is a monthly view. So on a monthly view, we have on the MACD, like I said, the two tools I normally use is the MACD and the stochastic. We have high levels of positive momentum and a stochastic. Let me bring that up. Like I said, anything in this shaded area on a stochastic is considered neutral. In this red, in this shaded area, whichever platform you may look at investing.com or bar chart. They'll have the same area, shaded area on stochastic. So that's considered neutral territory. Like I mentioned, anything above it is considered overbought, and anything considered below it is considered oversold. So this is the monthly view. Let's go back to the daily view. These are the two time frames we're going to look at, the monthly and the daily. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this stochastic off the daily, but as you can see, it did breach the 382 retracement area. I'm going to take the visibility off of the daily. I don't want to get it. I don't want to get the charts too uh, confusing. So September, where's yep, March 2020 right here. It was pretty much sideways for some time in March of 2020. Get some more data on the screen. And then, like almost every other stock, it just took off. So we do on a daily, that is, we do have deep levels of negative momentum. On a MACD and stochastic, we are in considered oversold territory. So this stock on a momentum level, from a momentum standpoint, is considered oversold. And you could be looking for a rebound. So that's NTLA. So we did have a request. Look up. What is it? Was it Zomet? I thought it was something else. Oh, Narcan. Narcan. So we're going to look up Narcan. 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 Is that a thing? Let's look up. Let's look up Narcan on bar charts. It says I don't know. Say Narcan is not coming up. LOM. So Zomedica. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing? Just you know, looking at some stocks. You know what? I need to close iTunes because it's yeah. I look at Thelonious. I listen to Thelonious Monk. I was listening. I
No
was
problem.
I was listening. I think the I was kept figuring out why is this thing so slow. I had my iTunes open.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we were looking at
Uh,
some stocks off your list.
yeah, I sent you like three sets. I sent you the genomic set. There's stuff from stem cells and regenerative medicine, and then just some index funds. So, you know,
Yeah.
I I just thought that was a good mix of modern technology for biotech would be good.
Yeah, yeah, it's good, it's good. And like I said, with this financial fellowship, it's just to get I want us to get in the mood of knowing how to look up a stock, knowing what to look for, and also just to look at the charts to see, let me get rid of this right here, to see where the momentum is going on the stock. Instead of just going into it blindly, at least have some information on your side when you're going in and looking at the stock.
Oh, you're looking for Narcan? That's that drug they give addicts when they overdose.
So Narcan, is it a stock?
I thought it was the name of a drug, but
Okay, okay.
you have to ask Nicole.
Yeah,
I know it's Narcan is what's they. If you look at those paramedics, they give them a bunch of that to give it to the people who overdose.
yeah. Complex says I need to have Thelonious Monk playing in the background. Oh,
Then we might never get no work done.
um, we may get a copyright strike on that one.
Yeah. Unless there's no, I guess if there's no words, I don't think you'll get a copyright strike.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think if you just have it playing in the background, because people do it all the time, you know.
Oh, see,
Yeah. If it's
let,
an actual song and you can hear the words, and that's when I think the algorithm picks up. You can catch that tune, but I'm not sure. You
yeah.
is there when they give you a strike, don't they give you a um uh isn't there a set of rules that they have?
Not always because YouTube terminated my channel,
Well,
and
yeah, we're not gonna go through that.
yeah, yeah, and they didn't give me no excuse as to why they did it. I'm
And
like,
you know what's funny? The walls, those Reddit guys are just going crazy, and they
oh
don't
yeah,
say
Wall Street
nothing to
bets.
them. Yeah, they don't give
Yeah,
them say nothing to them.
they going ham. Um, let's look up who makes Narcan. Who
I
makes?
don't know.
I'm
What
googling it.
company?
Who
Uh,
makes Narcan?
that's out of my realm.
Who
Uh,
owns the patent for Narcan? Nasal drug products and methods of their use. The patent. Okay.
that,
To Light Lake Therapeutics. Now Opiant. Let's look up opiates.
oh, somebody says here, adaptive pharma.
Adaptive Pharma.
Yeah, that's what somebody says. 84 clean cut adaptive pharma.
So we got Adaptive Biotechnologies or Adaptive
No,
Med
he said adaptive pharma, so I don't know.
Pharma. Okay.
Uh,
Let's look up a. We're gonna click on because when I type Adaptive Pharma, it didn't. So Adaptive Biotech. Go ahead.
no, I'm just saying a lot of these companies are subdivisions of other companies, and if you don't know,
Yeah, yeah. You get lost in the sauce trying to connect
uh,
who owns what. So Adaptive Biotechnologies Corporation is a commercial stage biotech company. It develops and commercializes immune-driven clinical products to transform the diagnosis and treatment of disease. The
that's
company,
not it. I don't
okay,
think.
the company, okay, cool.
I think it's somebody else puts in the chat. The symbol is OPNT.
OP and T. Opiant Pharmaceuticals.
Uh,
So Opiant Pharmaceuticals Incorporation is a specialty pharmaceutical company. It is engaged in developing opiate agnostic treatments for substance use, addictive, and eating disorders. Opiant Pharmaceuticals.
yeah, that sounds like
Yep,
it.
yep. So we're gonna go to TradingView to look at OPNT. Boom. Okay. So I need to look up what's their volume. So their volume is not a lot. This is a very thin volume. So the volume is 30,000. Average volume is 73,000. You want a company that has a high volume, meaning high daily volume, meaning there's a lot of money being um, bought and sold within that company. You want at least a million. If you have a thin volume, that means that it's not too many people there that are willing to sell you what you're willing to buy, and vice versa. It's not too many people there that are willing to buy what you're trying to sell, which means it can take some time before your buy order or your sell order to be fulfilled. So you want a company that has a large volume, because a thin volume company, you can't become the market if it's too thin. We're looking at that's the low $1,000 volume, but you can be sitting there waiting for the sale, and no one's there to buy what you're selling. Um, wow, this let me spread this out. This is a monthly view, so We're going to do a multiple time frame analysis on the monthly view. So they've been in the game since December 2009. Since its IPO, it just been down. It did do a retrace. This looks like a between a 78% retrace. It did retrace to 90 something dollars, but that was in May of 2011. Since then, it's been down. It's been down. It's been down. This is on the monthly view. Let's go to the daily. It's not going to get no much better than on the daily, but since last year, it did have a nice little shot up, but it's that thin volume. That thin volume can put you in a dangerous situation
mm.
because it's not too many people there that are trading it. Let me see. I want to make sure.
And it's a specialty drug. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like a drug that they use multiple um, for different instances. It's like when you're about to die, they give you that.
Okay. Okay. So they
Yeah.
so they don't have a lot of business.
Well, they got a lot of business, but it's like, it's only when you're about to when you overdose. So that's
Okay.
why yeah, it's a real specialty drug, Um,
Okay.
and I noticed when you looked at if you looked at all the genomic stocks that you looked at, notice that pop, they all shot up is because they solved like three diseases with gene editing. So that's why sickle cell, uh, blindness, and progeria. Uh,
My cousin had sickle cell, and
yeah,
he knew about the possibilities.
yeah. So if you saw it, they all popped up at the same time.
Now, I find this interesting that CRISPR, which has, and per the description, uh, its proprietary CRISPR-Cas9, and then we look.
Well, that's under dispute. There's a
Okay,
dispute between um, the people who invented it because there's two people that said there's the one at MIT and there's one in Switzerland and in San Francisco. So there's a group that the two women and the man got the Nobel Prize, but the guys in MIT beat them to the filing. So it's been a debate. And since then, there's CRISPR 12. There's a whole bunch of other technologies that's similar to CRISPR but more precise. So I wouldn't get hung up too much on who has the patents on that because
It's debatable.
patents are like a arms race. It depends. Yeah,
Okay.
there's CRISPR 12. And there's a new one for agriculture. That's a
Really?
real yeah. So I'll send it to you in the back chat when I find it again, because my
Okay.
professor sent it to me, and I just said I got enough stuff to read. I ain't got
Yeah,
time.
yeah. That like every day I read like outside of the outside of the show I do on my channel, which is a five articles. I read a couple more articles, and I'm reading this book. It's only so much you can read
Yeah.
every day. It's only so much. So it's a lot of times stuff get backed up, man.
Oh
It's
man, I fall asleep with books in my bed, and people in my family comes to look at me and says, "This is a disgrace."
man. I want to show you something. Look, this is the type of stuff I like. This is my backlog of like articles and like all this is the backlog of articles like right here I gotta do on my show. This is just the backlog. The red is most pertinent stuff. And
Hmm.
then I scroll down, like these are the articles I gotta read. And outside of the articles I read on my show, when the show is up, when I've done uploading the show on my channel. And please subscribe on Crypto with Lionel. I read other articles because there's so much information in the article that
Yep.
will teach you about what's going on in that field.
All
So
right. That's why I use Google Alerts. I put in the terms, and they send it to me.
I got my notepad. So whenever I read something on an article, I think I did it today. Yep. So when I read something on an article, I just copy and paste it on my notepad.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this on my not notepad. What's this? OneNote. So in the future, I know what I'm talking about. And I know, like, okay, I know this, and I just go look at it, and then that OneNote in the future, it just be so much stuff on there. I can write a nice little book about whatever that I
Hmm.
know. So man, I'm with you on that. It's so much. It's so much.
Yeah, I get overwhelmed. Some days I just say I can't do it. But
Right,
you know,
right. Hey, you know what? Sunday's my day off. Sunday my day off.
okay. Somebody wants you to look at PSAC 84 clean cut. Could you? What is 80? Let me find out what it is before you.
Oh,
PS.
Proprietary Solutions Acquisition Corporation.
Okay.
Is if it's not nothing to do with
Medical.
the oh this is a SPAC. That's
Ah.
yeah, this is a SPAC, man. So
Mm,
Special Purpose Acquisition Corporation is SPAC. What they are, they're companies that have a blank. Is basically it's a blank check. It says in here. I'll read the description for people to understand what a SPAC is.
mhm,
Proprietary Solutions Acquisition Corp is a blank check company. It aims to acquire one or more businesses and assets via a merger, capital stock exchange, asset acquisition, stock purchase, and reorganization. So basically, I'll give you an example. There's a company in a crypto world called Backed. They want to go private, but sometimes, a lot of times, when companies want to go private, not private, but public, they have to file a lot of paperwork with the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. They have to um, they have basically it's a process. It's a process, a lot of paperwork. So what a SPAC does, um, they'll say, "Hey, man, we already private. We're not private. I keep saying private. We're already public. We can acquire your company, and that'll give them a quick way of going public. And once they do that, then it can be a reverse merger. It can be anything. So what people will do is, hey, SPAC a SPAC, and there's different names of SPACs, different companies that are SPACs with different names. They say, hey, no, we just acquired back this company I'm particularly talking about. So what
Hmm.
people would do is they would invest in that SPAC. And that SPAC company name could be ABC SPAC, another
Yeah,
could be XYZ SPAC. So that's what a SPAC is, a special acquisition purpose company. So that's what they do.
yeah, yeah. That's all the rage now until they
Yeah,
find something else is wrong with them.
exactly. Exactly.
But the question to me is, um, uh, I'm just looking at. I haven't seen any of these Reddit things on any of the medical, which leads to me that there's not a lot of froth in there. It's
From what I understand with the Wall Street bets, they're trying to uh they I got a burp. They're going against hedge funds.
oh,
Um,
wow, the
yeah, so
favorite public enemy number one.
yeah, that's their purpose. Their purpose is going against hedge funds, and a lot of these companies, such as the GameStops, the AMC's, the Dillards, a lot of hedge funds are shorting them, and that's why they're going out. I mean, GameStop, they're going to. People kind of knew they were going to go out of business, but a lot of hedge funds are shorting them. So because they're shorting them, obviously it's pressure, it's a downward pressure on that company's stock to go down.
Hmm.
So GameStop, was it GameStop? Yeah,
Yeah,
GameStop.
GameStop. I bought the stock.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with those guys with the just
So
to stick it to them.
yeah, so there was a lot more stock out there that was allowed. So basically, GameStop outstanding supply of stock was about, I'm just going to guess, let's say 400 million.
Hmm.
Let's say 100 million, but there was more stock being shorted
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
actually,
130% of the
yeah,
stock,
right, that
which
was
I
actually
didn't
there.
know you could do that. I thought this only could be a
Hey
hundred
man,
percent
it's
on.
called rehypothecation.
Man,
So,
that is crazy.
so what the Wall Street bets guys did, they say, we're going to buy, we're going to buy it. We're going to start buying it. So now you got a short squeeze.
Yep.
So you got these hedge funds that are making money on shorting a stock. So now you got this other pool of money pushing the stock price up. Well, at a certain point, you're not making money anymore shorting the stock. So now you're losing money because look, man, a GameStop went from what, $3 to 300 some dollars.
No, it went from 4 to 430.
So that's a 400% gain.
Mm-hmm.
So now these hedge funds, I think two
It's
of them went out.
600%.
So okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's now we're talking about Tesla and Bitcoin territory. So
Well,
now
that's what they did it to Tesla too. These guys pushed up Tesla. It's funny.
so now you have a situation where I think two hedge funds needed to get a bailout from this
Three.
company, three from this
Yeah.
company called Citadel. So it's with Citadel. So they're doing it through Robinhood, but Robinhood places Robinhood is a middleman. They place the order with the broker, and their preferred broker that they place the order through is Citadel. Now, Citadel was has always been. So when people place orders on Robinhood, it's commission free. But how does Robinhood make money? Well, Robinhood make money by selling the order information to companies. And the one company they were selling order information to was Citadel. And what Citadel would do was front run the orders, the stocks. So if I want to buy 30 shares of GameStop, since we're talking about GameStop, they would obviously make money on that by front running it. So they
Yeah,
would
I
sell.
think you need to explain what front running is to the people, and
Oh wow.
because they don't. Yeah. All right. Front running is you give me an order, and I place my order before yours.
Yeah.
So, and then I put your order after mine. So, your order will go through, but I make money because I just beat you to get that.
Yeah, and that
That's
all
all
that
it is.
happens. Yeah, all that happens with is in fractions of a second. So now Citadel. Now this is the crazy part. Citadel had to bail out, or they gave a loan to um these hedge funds that they're that
It's
they're
funny. You
right.
gotta laugh.
It's
It's
crazy.
funny.
It's crazy. It's yeah. So it's a lot going on, and that's what they're
Well,
doing.
it's not only them. Remember, it's Ameritrade, it's TD. All these guys did it in conjunction. And you know what they got calls from. I'm just speculating that they got calls that the hedge funds are in trouble and they started limiting, cutting people off.
Yeah,
And, I didn't think you could do that because, you got certain, you got, uh, like on my brokerage accounts, I got these, they give you this big long things of what you can do, but I didn't think they can cut you off like that when you're trying to get your position. That's crazy.
now because well with Robinhood halted trade, but Robinhood may not have halted trade because they wanted to. Robinhood may have halted trade because of liquidity issues, but these other brokerages, some people probably have halted trade because of you know they wanted to. So now there's some opposition from AOC, particularly saying that
It's
hey, you can't.
AOC. It's all these senators
Yeah,
now. It's that guy Ron Kahano, the one in California. But the problem is for them, and I know what circuit breakers are. If something
yeah,
was going down like this, they should have put a circuit breakers down and stop even the hedge funds from unwinding their positions. But they
yeah.
didn't do that. They only allow the hedge funds to unwind their positions, well, some of them, and then like who Marvin Capital, they allow him to get out, and then the rest of them, and now they reduce what you can do. Come on, you
Yeah,
buy one share of, you can only buy one share. Come on,
yeah.
that's ridiculous.
When they stop it, what their initial what they're doing is taking the steam out of the the steamroller.
It's not going to stop it because now they know what they can do. See, that's what they don't get. Now that they know that their analysis is just as good as the other guys, it's really, and sooner or later somebody's going to come up with a trading platform that you can trade, and you don't need these guys, these middlemen. And when that happens, it's game over.
Well, that's what enters crypto with decentralized finance.
Exactly, and that's what they're scared of. uh, I haven't laughed this much. I like Kramer, but I saw him this today, and he was like crying. Okay, you guys won. Enough is enough. I said, what are you talking about?
because because they're messing with big big money. And these
But the
people
thing
are putting
about
it.
it,
Go ahead.
when little guys are never allowed to unwind your positions when they're in this position, so why should big guys be able to do that?
Hey, I agree. I agree with you. It's just that, now like the guys like Kramer and these other people that are have their money in these hedge funds, they losing money and they don't want to be losing their money. So
Oh,
that's yeah,
they don't want their house in the Hamptons. I'm sorry,
yeah.
but it's a new day, and remember the guys who tried to I forgot the brothers. They tried to corner the silver market, and they did
Uh
the Hunt
yeah,
brothers.
yeah,
They
huh,
did the
yeah.
same shit. They did the same shit. And but I couldn't believe that Kramer's supposed to be helping you investors. You know how he claimed, and all of a sudden he's telling you, "Okay, you won. Take your winnings and leave." And I tell him I'm from Brooklyn. We got an expression. It's not over until we say it's over. You know what I'm saying? And because when they did this shit to everybody else in 2008 and 2007, they didn't give a shit, you know. But I don't know. I just said I don't feel nothing for them because remember, because they was drinking champagne as the people were protesting. You remember that shit?
Yeah. You talking about what's that
Yeah, Occupy
uh
Wall Street, and
Occupy Wall Street.
these guys was drinking champagne and all kinds of shit when the shit was going down. and laughing at the people.
Now we laugh and they don't think it's funny.
Oh no, oh well, come on. Marvin lost $70 billion.
But
Mm-mm.
but you know what? They did it on GameStop. Like there's a metaphor in there.
No, they did it, but they did. No, it's not like GameStop. They did it on. I'm talking about altogether. BlackBerry, which is a good company. I don't know why they show it in that. I really don't.
No, no,
Uh,
I'm talking about GameStop. Like the GameStop here. Like there's a metaphor in there.
oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
You going there?
yeah. The
I meant
GameStop here.
oh yeah. And the thing about it now, these guys now, what do you think? They were on TV. All that was had my at work. I have it. I have the TV on, and these guys now crying because, oh, it's bleeding over into the other market because now all those shorts they got to cover all those other stocks that they pushed up.
Yeah,
So
so
Amazon, all these stocks are being hammered now.
because they
Um,
got to sell their positions
exactly.
in those
So,
stocks to cover their shorts.
yep. So
Yeah.
now the prices of those stocks are going down. I'm looking at it as maybe as a buying opportunity, but I'm
Now,
waiting.
now this stuff that we're talking about, this I would like to be the purpose of the financial fellowship for to get this information and to talk about this because as we talk about it, it does help understand. Somebody may not have understood, okay, what exactly is going on? I heard about this Reddit Wall Street bets, but the framework in which to contextualize what's going on. And now that we're talking about it, that person can come up on the show and speak about it, ask questions, and now they have a more whole understanding of what's going on. So,
Agreed.
yeah, so this fellowship, this financial fellowship, is what I envision it to be.
Or it's perfect timing because this thing is just right in the middle of it when it happened, and these guys figured out what the shorts have been doing to everybody else, or since the what was it, Lehman Brothers, when these
Yeah,
guys was they were doing it to everybody else when they forced people. I mean, you gotta okay, if the guys in the chat go to the Wall Street bets and read the stories of some of these guys, and they are really pissed off at these guys. They're really pissed off. They really tell you about how these shorts have impacted their lives. So I just listen to him, and I read the articles. And guy was talking about his father got kicked out of lost his job, the factory
mhm,
closed, and then they went in there and lost his house. And these guys are just saying, listen, I don't care if I lose all my money. These guys are gonna feel the pain. That's the
yeah,
kind of settlement these guys have. You know,
yeah.
Right. They did it to themselves. That's all I can say. Oh, what's up, complex? I didn't. You all. I don't even hear you. I just see you now. Uh,
Oh,
uh,
you put in Beam. Excuse me, I got a burp. Drink some water. Beam Therapeutics. So Beam Therapeutics, I'm reading the description for those that want to know from the bar chart. Beam Therapeutics is a biotechnology company. It engages in developing precision genetic medicines through base editing. Beam Therapeutics is based in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Now,
yeah.
on this channel, we do speak about fourth industrial revolutionary technology all the time, and gene editing is one of those fourth industrial revolutionary technologies. So now we're looking at companies that has to do with that section of fourth industrial revolutionary technology.
Right. There's gene editing. There's stem cells and regenerated medicine. That's the other one. Um, I
So
sent you a whole list of those too.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, because most people don't understand the difference between gene editing and stem cells.
So what's the difference?
Gene, okay, gene editing is I go into your body and I find out I do a genetic sequence and I find out what's wrong with you based on your genetics, and then I look and see if I can re-edit the genes to correct that. So I give an example. Sickle cell was a one that you're born with your blood cells are sickle shape. So now they found a gene that alters that, and now they go in and they give you this virus with that payload to change your your genes, and now it does that. Um, then stem cells. Now there's two types of stem cells. There's embryonic, and then there's adult. Embryonic is what it sounds like. You get it from an embryo. Stem cells, adult stem cells, you get it from the donor themselves. So what they try to do there is that's usually when you want to build a new organ, you want to build tissue engineering, stuff like that, or re-engineer or rehabilitate somebody's knees. They'll give you like stem cells from an umbilical sac, and
Mm.
they'll shoot it into your knee to rehabilitate it. So it's a really exciting part of medicine also. So that's all fourth them. Somebody puts it. Can I survey your biotox? Oh yeah, I'll put it. I'll find the list again and I'll put it in the. It may be too long, but I'll try to post it for everybody.
Now, what about paralysis? What does that do with paralysis?
Oh well, that's when. Well, okay. Stem cells. They're like okay. Say like how I explain stem cells. Stem cells are like cells that don't have any memory of what they are,
Mm.
and then they can be changed into anything you want them to be.
Okay.
The In adults, the best place to take stem cells like that for that you want to manipulate to change it to what you want is from your nose actually.
Mm.
The other places is like if you have children and your children is born, stay save the embryonic, save that umbilical cord because it has all those stem cells that you might need later on. So I'm just trying to,
Mm.
so that's a big business now. This saving the umbilical cords. Um, so, and then that's the difference is that the stem cells are used for like uh, fixing somebody who's already here and already walking around, and you want to fix all his ailments. Um, g- Gene editing is fixing it not only for you but your next generations. So it's really it's like we
Oh, I see what you're
we have
saying.
not seen anything yet. You have not seen anything yet.
So can this
It,
stuff extend life?
yeah, that's what that's what they're planning to do. That's what
Mm.
that's what progeria. Okay, for you guys who don't know what progeria is, a disease that you see kids that they age rapidly.
Mm.
They just found stem cells. They just found a gene editing. They found the genes that can stop that. So now that they found the genes that can stop that, what's the next quest? To stop the genes that reverse aging, period.
Mm.
Now, there's in my bioethics class, a professor, we had a long discussion on that. Is that ethical? Because if we have all these people living for a long time and never getting old, um, is that ethical? And my point was, um, we human beings have found a way to kill ourselves 10 times out of 100 real efficiently. Even if we could, I think we would still try to kill each other. But yeah,
That's interesting that the applications of this stuff.
yep,
That's very interesting.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But Nicole is in the she's actually doing. I'm just a student, so she's actually doing in the on the field. Um, so like I said, I have I work doing computer science as my job, get paid, and then uh, I haven't been able to go to lab in a year, so but it is hopefully to get there and finish up. Um,
Yes.
but that's the wave of the future. There's going to be this thing where you go in and they'll look at you, yeah, see what genetic defects you got, and then edit them out. And that's in vitro. That means in the, you do it in a living body in vitro.
And
Well,
then that's the what they've been what I've been hearing designer babies.
well, that's. Did you see that movie Galaga?
No, I don't think so.
Galaga was this movie where you go in, these couples go in, and they design their babies, height, intelligence, all that. And then the rejects were the people who didn't have the money, couldn't do that, and they had to come up with all kinds of things to get them to to be the class society, So they would go to other planets and shit like that. It was an interesting movie.
So it's Galaga, G
Yeah,
A
Galaga, Gattica, Galata. Yeah,
G A T
yeah,
T
I
A
see it.
C I C A
Yeah, yeah,
19.
yeah. So I forgot yeah, yeah. See, you got it. A Agattica. Yeah, yeah,
I might have to check this out. Sci-fi. I like sci-fi.
yeah. And it's all about that. And that and believe me, it's here now. Trust me, it's here now. Ethically, they don't want to do it, but in China, they already did it already. They edited already.
Then it was two babies that had
The
AIDS.
twins. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they edited it out. They said they put the dude in jail, but this is China. You never really know.
Mm.
Yeah.
So this is Beam Therapeutics. This is a monthly view. It's went ham.
Because it all of them went ham because of that those three things that happened within that time frame. The sickle cell, the reversal blindness, all that happened around the same time.
Wow. So the sickle cell part can be cured, or they're on a way to
No,
cure
they
it.
can cure it. It's
Wow.
done. It's just, and that's what it's done. Um, it's just now you got to make it affordable
Yeah.
for and but sickle
That's another.
cell.
Yeah, yeah. That's another issue of affordability.
Yep. uh, So, um, well, it's like everything else. As soon as becomes the rich get it first, then the military, or the military, the rich, or the same time, and then it floats down to everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
then,
this. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, no,
This is
no.
the
And
daily view of
yep.
Beam. So it's waning negative momentum. It could see some potential upside in the future based on the daily. This is interesting. So we got some hidden bullish divergence both on the MACD and the stochastic on a daily. And yeah, it could have some potential upside in the future. Beam. Hmm. Let's see their volume. So their volume is close to a million. The average volume is over a million, so got some good volume. Yeah, like your list, man, is, I'll say, detailed, because um I'll I'll copy and paste some things in the show notes
Hmm.
after the show for people can to look at. Yeah, it's pretty detailed. Like I would put another like another watch list on my trading view just to look at um and keep track of some of this stuff. It's
Yeah,
pretty detailed.
and watch the the medical journals, because when they publish these studies, that's when you're gonna see things just drop, just go ham. You're gonna see it.
Yeah, because now I know with the situation that's going on right now, the AstraZenecas of the world, the um, where is it at? It's right here. The what's the one? It was
Johnson and
yeah,
Johnson's, the
the
Moderna. Remember, all they used was CRISPR to do these vaccines now. So it's being spread out all over the place now.
and it allowed them to develop a vaccine at a faster rate than CRISPR technology.
They actually engineered the thing in 2 days, but they had to do trials to make sure it didn't kill anybody. So, but that's how fast you can do it with the. See, the biggest thing with biotech now is the emergence of informatics and bioinformatics. With the help of high-speed computers, you can simulate all these things
Mhm.
really rapidly. So before they used to, I don't know if you guys know, they used to do vaccines by incubating eggs, and they used to take, you know, to actually do that, put the vaccine in eggs, and then they had to like wait till the eggs, everything was perfect, and then that what took years. But now they can simulate this on the computer, so it's just yeah.
This past Sunday, I had I had the first shot, my first shot,
How did you get your?
out of
I can't. I'm.
military.
Oh, okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah,
far back on the list, man. Oh man,
yeah,
I don't think I'm gonna get it till like August.
yeah. The VA, they called me up. They say, because I think they've been giving out shots like crazy to vets and
Yeah, what did you get? The Pfizer, the
Pfizer.
Moderna. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and from what I understand, the only side effect I had was tiredness. The day after,
Hmm.
I I felt like I was so tired. I felt like I did a full day's work with no lunch break on a construction site in the heat.
Okay.
And
Well, yeah.
man, I went to
Well,
bed about 7:30. I woke up at 1:30. It threw my whole sleep schedule up, man.
oh man. Hey, and then you just gotta. So what is it? 3 weeks you gotta go back for the
Yep.
booster shot. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, come on. You remember when your MEPS days, when you first got into the military, they have you there standing in your underwear and your t-shirt, and
Shot,
they just,
shot, shot.
oh man, that thing was horrible. I tell people that, they your ears, they doing all kinds of things to you, and you like saying like, what the hell is this?
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah, yeah. They
You walk,
have you in a line.
yeah, and you walking around with your medical packet, and you saying like, what the hell is going on here?
Shot,
And
shot,
them
shot.
shots, man, I remember they gave me so many in one arm. I couldn't do it anymore. I said, "No, my arm is raw." And then they
Hey,
said, "That's okay. You got another arm."
right.
And then
But with us, they had the what do they call them? The guys that went in for medical. They
oh,
had
the
us.
the
They had
medics,
them. Yeah, yeah,
but yeah, the medics, but they also
yeah.
had these orderlies, man, because hey, they had to hold me down for that first shot. I'm sorry,
Well, what branch were you in?
Army.
Okay, okay, you, what did we say about y'all?
What you mean? What y'all say about us?
What does Army stand for? Ain't
The
ready for
best.
Marines yet. ain't, ain't ready for
I,
Marines yet.
I almost went into the Marines, but the problem is they don't. Marines don't have a lot of specialties.
No, 'cause
Um,
they're
right, and
combat branch.
you don't have those specialties. So if you want to do engineering or you want to do all these other things. Now they do, but when I did, like they didn't have like computer science dudes in the. Now they have a whole branch in the Marines that do that, but before they didn't have that.
Yeah,
So
they're more of a combat branch.
right,
And then
so it was just, and I wasn't going to no damn Navy. I'm sorry,
what's
that
wrong with
was
the
never.
Navy, man?
I'm not going to no Navy.
Navy,
Uh,
Navy submarines over here.
nah, 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 nah. I'm not going to no Navy, man. Them being on them ships for a long time, and then when I had to go on the ship, it was like, oh shit, you know, because
You know
I
what?
had to,
I
huh?
didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I was on a submarine, but I did a 6 month on a carrier.
Oh no, oh
But
oh no, hell no. I went into one of them submarines. I said, "Let me the fuck out." I said, "Let me out." That claustrophobic shit. I said, "No way." Mm-mm. I
yeah.
don't know how you guys do it, man. Six
Uh,
months a year. Mm-mm.
um, they had you working 12 on, 12 off, and so by the time you get off, a, you don't know if it's
Come
daytime
on,
or
man.
nighttime.
Listen, you see them racks, man? Nah, I
Yeah,
can't be
yeah.
living on top of
I
nobody.
slept on.
I can't do that, man. I can't sleep on. I need some space between us. I can't be like having, you know, all these people on top of each other. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if it's daytime or nighttime for one. B, you working like 12 hours. And not to
Mm.
say you working 12 hours like you humping for 12 hours. You on your shift for 12 hours. And by the time you get off, you go to the mess decks, you know how small they are. But I was on a fast attack, so my submarine was smaller. You got ballistic missiles, which are bigger, but I was on a fast attack. And excuse me. And so you there chit chatting with people, for maybe 1 to 3 hours, and then you go to sleep and you do all over again. So at a certain time, the days blend together, and
I,
because the days
I don't
blend
know.
together, it just go
I
faster.
don't know. The only other worst thing to be in than the aircraft carriers with that raggedy ass planes to be taken off and shit. No.
Now, when I first got on a submarine, my rack was in a torpedo room, so
Oh
I
no.
so
Oh.
I slept right next, like up on, like touching, like my back resting against a torpedo.
Oh no. No.
Man, that was some of the best sleep I ever had in my life. I ain't gonna lie,
Oh
because
man.
those
No. No.
torpedoes are
No.
huge and heavy. They are not moving.
Let me tell you something. Okay, well, one time we were in the field, right? So I had, so everybody, they said find us a place to sleep. So we couldn't put no tents up. So I just thought, so it snowed. Yo, they couldn't find me because I fell asleep. The
Mm,
snow had covered me and they were looking for me. Oh
man,
man. Uh, I love the outdoors. So I can't do it. You guys you're better men than me. I can't do that.
yeah. But that 6 month on the carrier was, I think, when I did that, I second guessed, like, why did I go on a submarine? I knew why I went on a submarine. They enticed me with a bonus, so that's why I went on submarine. They enticed me with a $5,000 bonus. But
Yeah,
when I
because they can't get nobody to go on them
yeah,
things. Oh
so
man.
I mean, first you gotta quote unquote apply, well, test for it, and then if you pass the test, you gotta volunteer. So it's strictly a volunteer service.
Yeah.
So
The
they
the
volunteer
the,
with money.
and the most I can tell you this for black dudes in the military, certain jobs they try to weed you out, like finance. All the guys I know, there's only one guy I know, black dude, that made it in finance because they would weed you out. They would just, they would just get rid of those guys, man.
What, in the
Um,
military?
yeah, man. Shoot, it's kind of racist, man. Some things they just want certain people in there, man. Uh,
Yeah, I would agree. Some I think y'all call it MOSs. Some
yeah,
jobs in the military is
like that
full of
language school. Oh man, I know
certain
so many guys
people.
get shafted with the language schools in Monterey. Um, yeah, they get screwed with that. But um, let's go. Yeah, let's go look at the index funds because I think biotech index funds because I got hammered this week. ARG took a hit this week.
All right, let's see. You had,
I sent you a bunch of them. Hold on.
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to figure out where it starts at.
Hold on. It's the one that says more information. Hold on.
Oh, that one. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Let me check it out. Check it out.
Uh, uh, and if the guys want to come up and talk about these because I just know these areas because I hear my professors talking about it and saying like, oh yeah, this is what you should be,
So you
But
got
the
the
people, yeah,
iShares.
but
Okay.
yeah, I just gave you what I thought was the general ones, and then somebody sent me an email. Hold on, where is it at? He says, oh, somebody sent me iShares NASDAQ IBB, the ticker symbol. He says this is a $9 billion fund that regularly trades more than. Hold on, who sent this to me? Yeah, somebody. Who? Yeah, this is the one that I sent to you.
So I see
Invest.
the iShares ETF,
Yeah,
the Spider Biotech ETF.
yeah,
Yeah, talk about the ARC G.
yeah. I took a
Yeah.
hit this week. I'm telling people I'm
So this is the
investor.
iShares. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
these are all ETFs. In case nobody wants to actually put in for one stock, you can put in a basket of stocks.
Hmm.
So, does the audience know the difference between an ETF and an index fund or mutual fund? Because I think,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
assuming that the
yeah,
people know.
yeah, that is confusing for people. Mutual fund, index fund, and ETF. That can be confusing to people. My problem is I try to explain it in ways that everybody can understand because I don't know where people knowledge about it
Mhm,
is at. So I
mhm.
have difficult with the I can explain what a mutual fund is. A mutual fund is, you put your money into this mutual fund and you have a person that is managing it and they charge you a fee, but you can't readily sell it like a ETF or an index fund. But then me trying to explain the three, I I lose people in explaining it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. A mutual fund is a basket of funds, depending on what area of the market it is. So it could be like in the fangs. It could be in whatever they want, right? Just a basket of stocks. It's usually managed by one of these brokerage houses, and they charge you a fee. So that's another thing you got to look for less fees. And mutual funds would generally be charging you more than index funds. Index funds are not actively managed; they're passively managed. So that means that you get a set of index fund, say like the total market, and so it takes the total market of all the stocks in the stock market and gives you like an average of all those. So it's usually what's that guy's name? Bogle for
Uh, uh,
Vanguard.
Jack Bogle.
Yeah, he invented that. Okay, so but the downsides to the mutual fund and the index fund is that you can't sell them like a stock. You got to wait to the end day of trading, and then they'll put your order in to sell or buy. But now ETF is the same thing as a mutual fund or an index fund, but it can trade like a stock. and you can make that order in and out when you want to. So I hope that explain it to people who don't know. Man, everybody's quiet today. Nobody's coming up. It's just me and you.
Um, uh, Probably because I think you have more knowledge about this. But I'm sure if there was another topic, when we have another topic, people will
Oh
have
yeah, I'm
more.
gonna shut up. I'm gonna,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna shut up. Yeah.
I'm looking for the iShares. I'm looking for
There you
the
got it.
yeah, but what companies
Oh,
that
you
they
want to know what the
yeah,
holdings?
yeah,
So
the
you got to
holding.
go in and say, go IBB Holdings. I don't know what
Okay,
page you're looking at, but I
this is
usually
the
just go in and
iShares.
go to a general search,
Okay,
and it
IBB.
uses yeah,
I know Yahoo Finance is good for that.
yeah. And and my thing is I look to make sure that when I'm looking for funds that they don't all do the same thing. Like, that's what I
Yeah,
like ARC, because ARC it had a defined role and you see that they didn't overlap. But a lot of these funds, you see them, they're just copycats of each other.
yeah.
Uh,
Like they got Tesla in there.
yeah.
They got Apple in there. There's no other um differentiators. Wow. So this is the holdings. It's a lot of holdings.
Yep. And see those fees? That's the shit you got to watch.
Mm.
Those fees can eat into your profits. Uh,
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And and mutual funds are good for that. You wind up not really making too much money.
Yep. And again, we're not certified planners or
Oh yeah,
brokers.
I got
We
that.
have no
Hold on.
licenses. I don't want anybody come looking for me.
Yeah, I got that scrolling as a ticker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, yeah, they got AstraZeneca. Yeah, like that AstraZeneca, I think that is going to be a household name in the future in terms of it being said so many times.
No, but I think the one that's really going to be is the partner for Pfizer, that German company, Biotech NT, whatever it is that worked on for the vaccine. I think that's going to be a superstar. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to list all of these, everything that you sent me down in the
Hmm.
show notes after the show for people can to look at. And mind, this is the next show. Well, this is the second show of this fellowship talk. But as time goes on, it'll be much more structured. Now, it's just this, I don't have too much experience in the stock side of the biotech. But this is real. This is really, and hopefully, you know, as people looked at this, they know how to go. Now they know how to go on bar chart. I'll be using bar chart and um, trading view a lot. I like stock.io because it shows you what other companies are also in that field. But hopefully,
Hmm.
people can they'll learn how to go to bar chart and look up the competitors and look up different uh, aspects of the stock before they go into it. Because people hear about, I mean, I heard about that stock, invest into it. And now they know how to go into it and say, oh, look at the chart
Yeah.
like, I don't know, man, this thing is so far gone, man. It may be a retrace. I'll get in the retrace, as they say, buy the dip.
Yeah, but and I guess we're assuming that people know how to get a brokerage account and know how to buy and sell stocks.
Yeah,
I just okay. There is many of these no fee companies. There's I'm not gonna Robinhood. I wouldn't recommend that to nobody now. But there's M1, there's
Weeble,
Weibo, there's Doe, and Doe has a CEO that's black. So
the
he was on,
DOE.
yeah, Douga, like Doe, like
Oh, that Doe. Okay.
yeah. So he was on TV today talking about the Reddit thing. So, and he kept his company, they kept trading. So they did never cut anybody off. So I said, oh, that's good. So, so you can go in there with a minimum amount. I like M1, and I'm gonna try this one though. I have my other brokerage accounts, but this is for when I want to do like ETFs in and out real quick. Um, so I go and then I look at Weibo, M1, and all these things are great, and they'll show you. And then I'll give an example. He's showing Doe now, but M1. Uh, which exchange? Okay, M1 is really good because it shows you how you can tailor an investment based on your strategy. So if you say you got a long-term strategy, so it's aggressive, it's medium, short term. Then you have Weibo, which more is like a social gathering where you can go in there and figure it out. And it's all to and I can't tell you which one to do for yourself, but I'm just telling you which ones are really good for new beginners. And I think it's good for everybody now to get some financial literacy so they could start doing the account. And maybe one we'll go through. I guess the next time it'd be good if we actually show going how to register an account and do all that. That would be a way that the people can see it. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah. I'll put a poll like which broker, you know, because some, the M1 Finance, the Webull, they are less cumbersome than the
Yeah.
E Trade and Charles Schwab.
Oh
You
no,
know,
yeah, I wouldn't even tell people. I would tell them M1 Webull Doe is uh, to and like I said, now I'm there is another area which which Lionel is definitely the expert on the Coinbase and all that, and then Robinhood, which I won't recommend because of what's going on. They allow you to buy crypto, so he
yeah,
can get into that. But right now, I would tell you uh, that's radioactive. I wouldn't even go near. I closed my account with them today because of all the craziness that's going on. So um,
yeah. Just answer a few questions in the chat.
yeah, go ahead.
Some people was asking about Binance. I don't know if you are talking about Binance.com or Binance US, but either one, they delisted or stopped trading, suspended the trading of XRP. I don't know about Cardano. I haven't heard anything about why they Cardano has been affected. I haven't heard anything about. I haven't heard anything. So I'm trying to say. Maddox says house security on M1. I haven't heard any bad things about the security on
No,
M1.
M1 is good. M1 is
Yeah.
good. Oh, wait. You hear the one before with Jeff R. It says Coinbase stop letting people buy Dogecoin because Dogecoin is being pushed by some people on Reddit. That's
Oh,
why they
oh
yeah
yeah, yeah. Reddit and TikTok. Yeah, they trying to get Doge up to a dollar. So
yeah
their Coinbase is doing Coinbase.
yeah Coinbase. I wouldn't get anything on Coinbase, but that's my personal. Again, my personal. You guys can do what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Exodus link exodus.io. It's a wallet you can download on your computer. It's good. It's a nice interface, user friendly interface.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
No. I was gonna say I use my wallet. I use the Ledger Nano X because I can carry it with me
Yeah.
if I got to get out of town.
And that's the alluring thing about crypto. That's why crypto, they say, I say more specifically Bitcoin. They say Bitcoin is gold 2.0, whereas gold is a hedge and a store of value, but you can't readily pick up and go. Where with
No, that's not
Bitcoin,
true.
huh?
Mm-mm. You can do it with gold coins. You can get picked up and go.
Well, it's heavy. Gold coins are
Oh
heavy.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, but with Bitcoin, you can, let's say, there's another riot and on Capitol Hill, you can, like, I'm out of here. Let me take my Ledger Nano and go to Eastern Europe. You can do that with a ledger, or you can email. I wouldn't recommend.
I wouldn't email nothing.
I would recommend it, but I say email just to give an example how easy it is to just pick up and go.
Yeah. We can get into it. I can tell you 1,000 reasons why you don't want to do that.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
you
I
know,
just said it as an example as the ease of picking up and go.
yeah. Oh, you know, and then there's some downsides because um, yes, complex. I'm eating. Sorry. Am I bothering the group? Because I'm.
We we can definitely
Uh,
tell you.
oh, I'm sorry. I'll mute myself. I'll stop. But what it is you it depends on the technology. Okay, gold coins you can take with you physically, and you don't have to worry about electromagnetic things happening to the thing. But ledgers and all these other things, they're electronic devices, and if they ever get compromised by those forces, then you're screwed. The best ways to do it is what the old time they used to do with the actually print it out and put it in a uh, what it is, those papers, and then
The paper
you
wallet.
put in the paper wallet and actually uh, laminate it so it can't be messed with.
Hmm.
Mm, I'm just giving you the get out of dodge scenarios.
Yeah. But yeah, that's those are the the pros and cons of each gold and Bitcoin. Now, I'm not an advocate of one this or that. You choose this or not that. I'm not an advocate of that. I'm an advocate of, hey, if gold gonna make you money, gold gonna make you money. Do that. If Bitcoin gonna make you money, Bitcoin gonna make you money. I'm not tribalistic in
Yep.
this or that. So yeah, you do
And I'll
find
be
people that
honest
do
with
that.
you. I have both. I have like silver. I have American Eagles. I got some gold coins because you might have to bribe your way out. So you flick a gold coin to somebody and they let you go. So uh, we there's always that thing that you have a mixture of everything.
I bought a silver coin years ago, and
Hmm.
I didn't know. It surprised me when I saw. Yeah, yeah. We could tell you can eat. It surprised me that I it was in heavy. I'm
Yeah,
like,
because it's
wow, this is
nine
pretty
nine
heavy.
nine nine silver. It's the actual. If you look at the periodic table for silver, that's the weight.
Yeah, well, I'm saying at that time when I bought it a couple of years ago, I
Uh-huh.
didn't. I never held an actual silver coin, and then when I held, I'm like, wow, this is pretty heavy. It just surprised me.
Yeah. Well, if you got like yeah, like you can buy them in stacks. They call it stacking coins.
Yeah, yeah,
So
those big orange, not orange, green.
green and
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
stacks. Yeah.
yeah.
So again, this is the fellowship. So we talk everything. We talk crypto. We talk gold. We talk stocks because I think you should have and some cash. You always got to have some cash on you. So and I tell people to buy a safe. You know.
Yeah, but that's about it. I don't want to make this 2, 3 hours long. That's not my
No.
thing. But yeah, as I say, I'm gonna leave some information down in the show notes after the show of some of the stocks we went over and some more stocks and ETFs for you all can look over if you want to peruse them. Just give me some time. I'm gonna populate the show notes with that. But yeah,
Oh, I sound bad on the playback complex. I don't know
I,
if he's talking to me.
yeah, I think he's talking about eating. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
bad. Bad torch. Bad, bad.
But with that said, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We're gonna do this financial fellowship every Friday. Next week Friday is gonna be another topic in terms of a sector we're gonna look at. I'll let you all know that. I'll let you all know that. Yeah, that sounded right. I'll let you all know that. But with that said, that's about it.
All right. Thank you, Lionel. Thank you, Complex. Really enjoyed it. Talk to you guys later.
All right, y'all have a good one. All right now. Purrs.